long ago, so I'm assuming nothing has changed that would stop that from working. And your restream should go to every place you stream to, right?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, we are live on Twitch. We are live on your Twitch. So we know that's working.
I'm going to verify that as we speak.
Yeah.
There it says live.
Yeah, we are live
Stream
there.
Manager. Okay.
So yeah, I could do this anytime I want to.
There's dudes there.
Yeah.
And I've heard that, by the way. So Johnny.
Well, I wouldn't have said it out loud if I didn't want it to be heard.
If that is your real name.
How many years have I been fooling everyone into thinking my name is Johnny?
Oh. No, I got some dude on freaking X that's got some nasty name that I don't know who the frick that is.
I'm done supporting the bullshit, so I'm washing my
hands.
What
bullshit are you talking about?
Just nothing in particular. I just reached a point where I'm like, you know what?
I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you on X in weeks, so I don't know what you're talking about. Last time I saw you was the other day, and like I said, there's some other dirtbag that's got a bad name that's got something up his butt, but I don't know what that's all about.
I think you know exactly what it's all about.
No, actually, I don't. I don't know anything. Where's Mars when you need him?
If you want to not talk about it, then don't even bring it up, Dune.
I'll talk about
about a masterclass on passive aggressiveness. I don't know what you're doing on X, but you're certainly not. Come on.
No, I haven't seen you on there. There's some other guy that has a red thing that says, it's like, literally it says like fuck along or something like that.
That's me.
Whatever. It doesn't look good. It's not your name. Is your name fuck along?
That's my new name. I'll have you know that's my real legal name, fuck along.
Is that the name you use on Blue Guy?
It's a family name. It's
Is that your Blue Guy name though? Is that it?
No, I'm over on Blue Sky. Most people are over on Blue Sky. Some accounts aren't on Blue Sky. You're not on Blue Sky, but if you'd like to come
I don't like Blue Guys.
I went and saw the Blue Man Group in Vegas. They were great. I don't know what your problem is.
It ain't for me. That's not for me.
It's not centralized. There's not even anything to dislike about it except that people are going there because they don't like a site that you seem to have some.
Well, the funny thing is, no, I have no fetish for it. The funny thing I think is you're upset because now people can actually say things on there, where before everything was censored and there was people from the government that went and told them, get rid of this guy, get rid of that guy, get rid of this. So for some reason you think that's okay. I don't get that.
I don't agree with your assessment on what it was. It was a team of people.
Okay. That was all that information was released of what they did. All of it was. Did you follow any of that? The Twitter files? You didn't follow any of that?
I don't think that a better solution is to have an individual that is of the billionaire class run the show instead. I do not think that is the right answer or move in the right direction.
Like Mark Zuckerberg, you mean? What do you mean?
Not a fan of any of these billionaire class people.
No, so that's the whole point is you were okay with it when it was being completely smothered with bureaucracy. You were fine with it then, but now all of a sudden that's gone. That's a horrible thing.
Hang on. We got to open the show.
No, I don't want to open the show. I just want to argue the whole time. We'll open the show 5 minutes later.
Tell you what, we'll do a show. If we have any time left over,
no,
we can argue.
No, fuck no, not on my time.
We have never done that kind of a show, dude, and I
Brought to you by Mountain Dew.
Well, you see, this is the worst defense right here. Diet. I drink antifreeze before I drink Diet Mountain Dew.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you're talking about? Antifreeze?
I'm turning the TV back on.
And I'm all out of bubble.
Let's rock! Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one. That's the fact, Jack.
It's not the same without the video.
Is this more on number one?
Well,
Put more
yeah.
on number 2 on the phone.
You know what? I guess I need to get a copy of the video file at some point so I can play that instead of this stream rip from decades ago.
You're mocking me, aren't
Is
you?
anybody in here? I see Maltose here.
You scared them off, dude.
Oh. Well, we haven't even started calling people yet. We're going live.
We're live. We are live.
We're doing it live.
We're live. I'm live. Dune's live. Dune is in Ohio,
We're not live on TikTok though.
which is back apparently.
I don't think it's supposed to come back. I think.
No,
I didn't mean to laugh. I've done nothing but read stuff about it. Why did I unplug this?
Well, I mean,
This is not supposed to be unplugged, Johnny.
oh, that's not supposed to be unplugged?
Oh no, that's important that be plugged in. I'm plugging that back in.
Oh, okay. Does
you
that
hear
mean that none of this has worked?
I think it worked. It just means that my iPad wasn't charging.
Oh.
No. I've been reading some of the comments today and different things, and just going like,
Well,
people, please.
the thing that's amazing is how much of a bipartisan effort it was to ban a
I know, but
website.
But the absolute quotes I've been seeing all day long is Trump bans TikTok, and I'm going like, what?
Noticed
What?
I opened
What?
with the
What?
line. Well, Dune. Notice I opened with the line bipartisan because
But the whole thing is that's
you
how
could pull up the
stupid
votes, and it was kind of unanimous. So no one person gets the credit for that. I think what people are referring to was it was Trump's idea initially.
Oh my God! Of course it was, Johnny. Of course it was. And I stubbed my toe coming into the hotel, Trump. I dropped the napkin. Oh, damn it, Trump.
I'm not saying that
No,
makes it accurate or right at all to credit
ridiculous.
Trump with something that happened when he wasn't even in office and was voted on across party lines by the House and the Senate and signed by Joe Biden. Obviously, it's bullshit to say that Trump banned TikTok. However,
who signed it, Johnny? Who?
Biden.
Joe Biden,
Right.
current president.
Right.
Sort of, kind of. I mean, he's
The hours are counting down.
he's like been hanging out in the warehouse, warehouse. He's in the warehouse. Anyway,
But people are maybe referencing that it was Trump that had started suggesting that TikTok might be some kind of a threat and ban it. Now he's saying he wants to unban it, which is a bit of a flip flop, but okay.
He did say that. He said it because of the transfer of all that stuff, just like everybody else did.
Well,
but
do
also,
you think TikTok is the huge existential threat and we shut that down? We've fixed it?
You forget. I mean, he might have said that like a long time ago, and then he said, hey, you know what? I've been using TikTok and it's pretty cool. Quote unquote. I mean, and that's just it. And now nobody seems to remember any of that.
Which is why I notice I did not say thanks Trump or give. I stated right here that it was Biden and bipartisan support in Congress.
I could also see the pain on your voice when you said that. It's funny how the word bipartisan is done. It's bipartisan when one Republican agrees with something the Democrat does, but when it's like completely.
Shall we pull up the roll call?
I know.
Big blue bar, big red bar, small red blip, small blue blip for the no votes. This one's very bipartisan.
What's really funny though, did you look at some of the names on the no vote? I got to show you some of those. It's actually pretty funny. Marjorie Taylor Greene, no vote. Johnny.
That is funny. Well, wrong clock is right twice a day, right?
Oh, God.
Unless it's a 24-hour clock, and then it's right once a day.
This is why we can't have nice things. Johnny is why we can't have nice things.
Well, I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the person who talked about the weather controls that the Democrats have. I mean, have you heard some of the shit that comes out of her mouth?
We could have a world with shiny dachshunds, but Johnny won't allow it. That's what we could have. That's, by the way, if you're wondering,
I think those dachshunds.
What's in Ohio in a Walmart? That's in Ohio in a Walmart right there.
I think we can get bipartisan support for those dachshunds, Dune. I think we could easily get bipartisan support for those dachshunds.
And for some reason, I have pictures of pole dancers. Oh, I remember why I did that.
Pictures of pole dancers.
Yeah. A good friend of mine, a guy I work with. Did I do it on this? Did I do it on the phone or on the iPad? Oh, I did it on the iPad. He sent me a picture of his house. He just had his floors redone.
Yeah.
And I saw this picture of this house with the floors redone. I thought, that's way too much open space. There should be a pole in there.
That would be a great place. Yeah.
So I took I put the two together and then sent that to him to show him, this is what you could have. You're welcome.
Somewhere I saw a picture of someone's floor with screws coming in through the floor, and like the comment of like the guy below me installed a pole. I'm not sure how to handle this.
That's pretty awesome. And the same guy let me borrow his car the other day. You would think that was a nice thing.
Mm-hmm.
Look what it looked like when I walked outside to get into it.
He got a free snow removal. That's awesome.
How is that for a FU Dune? Right there. That's what I walked out to. That's exactly what I walked out to. I was not happy.
I'm going to remember that move.
I put him on blast to everybody. I mean, it was I was just like, you've got to be kidding me.
Snow happens, dude.
It was one of those things. I was sitting there and I was like, they were all going. I think this was last Sunday, and I had stuff to do. I had work to do on that day, and I think they went to like maybe the airport museum or whatever. And I'm in a room full of, 20 people,
mm-hmm.
which basically I didn't get a car this time, but there's like 10 people that have cars, maybe 15. And I said, hey, I need somebody's car if you're going to go. And he immediately pulled his keys out of his pocket and threw them to me. And,
make sure to top off the gas tank while you're at too, dude.
I didn't think much at the time. The next morning I walk out and see that, and I was just like, yeah.
Did he leave a push broom somewhere for you?
Well, fortunately, when you rent a car in Ohio, they do put the snow brush in there. So
no, I mean full. I carry a full size push broom with me if it's going to snow that much.
Well, you can't pack those on the plane, so that's one of those things. Oh, geez.
Oh dear. What
else did they have? They had. Oh, here's a picture of the guy. Tell me, he doesn't look like the kind of guy that would do this. This is a video of him. Let me see if I can turn the sound on.
Okay. Let's get this guy's picture.
It's a singing like dog.
That looks like a smart guy that knows how to get his car, get a free snow removal from his car. Yeah.
And I don't know what that QR code goes to, but feel free to go ahead and click on that. Hey, that's a good idea, actually. I wonder if that's actually a good enough. Is that a good enough picture where somebody could actually make that work?
I guess we could try.
Somebody try that and see if they can actually make that.
I gotta find my QR app because I so rarely scan a QR code.
I assume that goes to a menu. Now I could be wrong. Just saying.
There we go. Let's see. Edit, open website. Let's see. And now All right. Monday they have 15-ounce margaritas for $4.99.
Okay,
Tuesday tacos
that works.
$1.50 all day.
That works.
So yeah, no, that QR code absolutely works.
That totally worked. Well, there you go.
There. So now we know where to meet you for dinner.
Oh, that place is so good. So good. That's where they have the drink called the Blue Motorcycle. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I've not heard of the
Blue
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle. Let me bring said thing up. It's an actual drink. It's not just something local. So BLUET.
Now, what kind of a alcohol is in the Blue Motorcycle?
It is basically a blue Long Island iced tea.
Oh, I had a Long Island iced tea this past week.
Now, what I think is interesting is when you look at the ingredients to this.
So it's got like a little of everything.
The first ingredient, because it's the most important, obviously, is 2 cups of ice. What? Okay, so it comes with an ounce of vodka, an ounce of tequila, an ounce of rum, an ounce of gin, an ounce of blue Sirocco, CURACAO. Did I say that right?
That's a blue liquor that makes drinks blue.
There we go. And then a dash of sour mix. And then 2 fluid ounces of lemon lime flavored carbonated beverage and a slice of lemon. And that makes one of these that will put you on your knees.
Yeah.
Very good.
It probably tastes better than Windex.
It's pretty good, but it's almost a little too good. It's just, it's dangerous. It's not for kids.
No, that would not be.
If you're a Long Island iced tea person, then it also says it comes. You can get it with a Red Bull too. Oh, that would why not? If you want to be drunk and in a hurry, that full on works.
Drunk and in a hurry.
And in a hurry, it is. So listen, I've been gone for like 42 months. What have I missed?
So you're 2 weeks into this Ohio excursion, right?
Yeah.
And now how many more weeks are there left to go? Because this one's a long one.
A week and then a little bit more. So I get to come home at the end of this coming week, and then I have to turn around and come right back around Tuesday. But I get to go home on Friday then. So
you go home for a long weekend and come back. You get to do a round trip.
Yes, and I come back. But then, but this is the last Sunday. Please, God, let this be the last Sunday.
Now, is this some kind of a migration or
huge
end? Or,
it's just a huge migration, massive place.
Some kind of an acquisition or?
No, it's just the last big place we have. We've done several, and this is the last big one. This is like the monster.
So as soon as you get home from your second trip out here, that's when the announcement of the new merger is going to come into your inbox. Because that's how that works.
No, that won't happen, thank goodness. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I had that happen. I was in Hawaii on vacation.
We still have 4 more smaller places, but no, isn't that fun? It's really interesting. I always tell people, I said, I'm always trying to break it to them softly about how we changing systems and saying, I've been through this 4 times now, and some. And I said, and they're going to change again someday. It's just inevitable. I said, but that's not a me problem. I will be long gone by then.
You might not.
I will be in an old folks home going like, Sonny, I remember back when we had keyboards and
we didn't have bind integration chips.
Yeah, that's true. No, I did send Jonny this picture. I don't think I tweeted this out because I didn't want to just out anybody, but nobody knows me on here anyway. But I'll see if I can show this. This was, I think Jonny remembers this. I sent the picture of the rack.
Yeah, that's the rack.
And I told Jonny, I said, you might be cool, but you will never be switch on 2 K-cups cool. Now, I didn't do this. This was like this.
I have not encountered that in the wild myself. So,
and the thing is, There is no K-cup machine anywhere near this piece of equipment. So I'm really, it just, if this was in like a closet next to like a break room, maybe I could understand it. But yeah, I don't know. I just maybe that's a thing. I mean, it's a sound idea. I mean, they are fairly strong.
Well, our office did switch from K cups to those like coffee filter pods because K cup. When you have a corporate wide K cup machine, you accumulate a lot of K cup waste.
Yes.
And so I think having smaller filter packs kind of take up less volume in your discard.
Are you talking about the little flat discs?
Yeah, little flat things.
What's funny is this place that's what they have now. So
they probably switched from the K cups to that.
They might have. So they might have had some extras laying around, is what you're saying.
Right. After they took the machine out, it's like, well, we could use these to prop up our switches.
Yeah. Sound idea.
Because you wouldn't want to use a used K cup for that because it's punctured with soggy residual inside of it.
Hey, Tomcat. No, this is not the new setup. This is Johnny's setup.
Yeah. This is my StreamYard going streaming out to Dune's Restream account. So it hits all Dune's, but we don't have any of the overlaying text because that's the Restream's kind of a buffer so that I can't bring comment off. But ModPro's sending us links.
Let's see what the link is here.
ModPro actually had to step out of the room a bit. Things were getting a little too real for her.
Get stuffed. Wait,
whoa, there we go. Now that is some good looking cheesecake stuff.
They got Reese's inside this thing. Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you?
Which link? I don't think that's legal.
Well, that's not Reese's. I think that's a little like Snickers or Twix.
Oh, no. There's two links. You missed the second link.
Well, I see. I thought the cheese. See, when I saw burgers, I was like, that can't be the one that's got Reese's in it because that's burgers. No, that's the double stuffed Reese's PBC. That's a burger with Reese's, and that's just got three gummies written all over it. I mean, some people do like to schedule their heart attack in advance, and this is a way to do that.
Because we're Canadian. That's true. That would be, well, you know what? I can't fault them for that because they do have at all the big fairs around the world. The fried this and the fried that. And I know that ours in Kansas actually has the hamburger on the Krispy Kreme donut as a bun.
Now, I think the rule is you're only allowed one of those per lifetime.
Yeah, I haven't had mine yet, so
no,
I don't foresee there would have to be gummies involved for that. Pretty much. There would have to be.
Not legal in Kansas yet.
There would have to be gummies. That's true.
Now, what's Ohio's stance on that? Are the gummies legal in Ohio?
It is legal here, surprisingly.
But you're still subject to testing from corporate.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? I don't know. I always thought Ohio was kind of a uppity kind of state, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
They're also a swing kind of, though they were a swing kind of state, but lately not so much.
But yeah, because I asked somebody, I said, are they legal here? And they said, yes, they are. And I was like, well, okay. Then.
Well, now you're that guy to the group.
Oh, they know I'm that guy. I've made it very clear that I am just waiting to either retire or for that shit to be legal, and then it's on.
It's on.
I'm not. Otherwise, But yeah, just because I'm here, it does not mean when in Rome.
No,
it doesn't work that way.
No, you'd have to actually go to Rome, probably.
I'd have to go to Rome to make that work and stay there. But I told people, I said, I have, small obtainable goals. I'd like to live long enough to either retire and partake in a gummy, because I've never done that, or retire, or have it be legal, and then do the show on a gummy.
Well, it has to be more than legal. It has to be legal and permissible by management.
Right, which would look something like this.
And that's called having a good time.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it'd be. Paranoia destructive.
So,
That's right.
so, dude, I got two stories, or two, like, we need Dune's words of wisdom for two stories
God.
here.
Here we go.
Well, all right. So the first one's simple. So I go out to well, actually, I didn't even go out to the car. I come home from work one day, and
I'm taking preemptive aspirins just in case.
I don't
Go
think
ahead.
there's no aspirins needed. No, we need an aspirin for the start of the show. We're
Yeah.
past the point.
That's probably why I need these. That's what it is. It's just not.
How long have you been waiting to unload that on me?
It's setting in. Oh, I only gave you a quarter of a barrel.
All right,
Anyway,
there you go.
let's hear your story.
All right, so
Look, if I ever start smoking, I'm already ready for it.
So I come home from work one day, and Kristen was planning on dropping off a Amazon return to the UPS store. And I come in, and she goes, "Oh, by the way, I wasn't able to take my Amazon return to the UPS store because the car won't start."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, did it make a noise?" It's like, "Yeah," but like it clicked. And I'm like, "Oh, fucking battery." Mind you, I had just driven the car the day before. So it's not like, and we take the car grocery shopping every week. So once a week, this car drives across town and back and then parks. So I go out there, sure enough, click, 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 no full crank. So I decide, well, let me try connecting the solar trickle charger to it and see if I can capture some sunbeams.
The solar trickle charger.
Of course, it's winter, and even though there was sun shining for one of those days, it was not enough to get more than just a slightly more energetic click out of the car after some solar charging. Solar trickle charger is great for the summer, not so great in the winter. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what Amazon says. And Amazon's got these, lithium ion battery packs that will help, with a battery that's drained.
That's what I was going to say. Jump packs. Yeah.
Yeah, jump pack. Now, in the old school days, a jump pack was basically a full size car battery with a handle on it and two jumper cables coming out of the back.
Pretty much. You're right.
But now they got these much less beefy. I mean, they're more beefy than like a phone booster, but I guess they're lithium ion and they're supposed to help. So I buy a $100 one of these things. It's not top of the line, but I ain't driving a big diesel truck. I just need
$100 is not. That's not low end for something like that.
No, it's not. So I get it. I plug it in. I charge it. I charge it to a full charge. I take it out to the car. I clamp it on the battery terminals. I turn the key. Click, click, click. I turn the key several times, click, click, click. I take the battery pack back inside. I plug it in to recharge it to see how long it takes to fully charge again. It fully charges within 5 minutes from however much I do. So it barely drew any off of this battery trying to start the car with it attached. So I'm like, okay, well, I have a real trickle charger, one that plugs into a wall outlet.
It almost sounds like a wire problem, but go ahead.
So I plugged in my real trickle charger, and I connected it to the battery overnight. And the next morning, I took it off, and I go in. Car starts right up. So first thing, what the hell? Why wouldn't the booster help me? Mm-hmm. And then second, what's going on with my battery? Because I drive my battery. I drive my car around town a bit. I stop it. I restart it. I stop it. I restart it. I start the car 5 times in my driveway. It did not drain the battery. And so I actually took a measurement. After running... Before putting the trickle charger on, my battery's voltage was measuring under 12.4 volts. It was like 12.37 volts, which is a little on the low side, but not so low that it'd be dead. So after putting the trickle charger on overnight, it measured at 12.9 volts. So I decided, well, you know what? Let's let it sit overnight. Let's see what it measures after sitting for a day. So yesterday, after giving it the trickle charger and getting it working again, it was 12.9 volts. I took a drive with Kristen to a UPS store so we could both give them our Amazon returns because I returned that booster because it did not help me what I need. That if that booster can't help jumpstart a car that's reading 12.4 volts on the battery.
Wait. This just in.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, is it kitty dinner time?
it's kitty dinner time.
It is time for the cat's dinner. This is still happening. This is your life now. Isn't it nice to have all these cats in your life, Dune?
This is my life.
How many of them have come to your house so far?
Well, who knows? Who knows? I've been gone for 3 weeks. Who knows?
You could have come home, house full of cats. She's been waiting for this moment.
I used to go like, no, Johnny, no, that would be silly. But now I just don't say anything because,
She didn't throw any kitty litter into the cart in your last trip to the Costco.
No, they can use the yard just like everybody else. Just saying.
So I guess my question is, Dune, like, what? Oh, so my battery trickle charged up to 12.9 volts, and then overnight it went down to 12.4 volts. So, like, do I have something drawing on my battery, or do I have?
Possibly. Did it not start after it had gone down?
I didn't try to start it today.
Just being stupidly cold kills the battery, so that's probably not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but this winter,
I
mind you, I've lived here for over 5 years now, and
I still don't understand how that jump box didn't do anything, though. That's what doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I did measure that there was voltage coming out off of the jump box, but
the only thing I think I would have done different was it'd be maybe ground to like something metal on the motor. I would always do that just to make sure, because that almost sounds like a wire situation.
Well, I don't think it's a wire situation, because once I trickle charged overnight, it started right up. So
yeah,
if I just keep connecting my trickle charge, I'm good. But I'm wondering. Anyways, I don't expect to have the answers, because really
it could be there might be a draw in there somewhere.
I might have a draw, or I might have a bad battery.
Well, I tell you, batteries usually you get one warning, one start that goes, and then that's it. If that thing starts, you drive it right to a place where you can buy a battery, because it's happening again. You're not going to get start number 2.
It's funny. The day before,
how old's the battery? How about that?
I don't really remember, but it probably is somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, five is about it these days, something like that.
But anyways, well, I returned the booster, so that gives me, $100 I didn't spend that I was willing to spend to put towards a new battery. But
now we get to watch somebody open one of those things on one of those Amazon return videos that we see on YouTube all the time. If you ever wonder what happens to stuff like that, there you go.
So that's story number 1. Story number 2, I don't know if I should share this or not. It's more of a, an interesting observation of coworker. Well,
yeah, you got to tread lightly.
Well, I'm asking for a friend. I got a friend. I got a friend that.
There's a friend right over there.
Right over there. His name is Hans.
Yes.
Or Hoyt, or I don't know. Why am I going with H names that are weird? Anyways, asking for a friend. So he's been working this job for 5 years now, and at some point his coworker retired, and they hired a new guy to work alongside him. So him and this new guy are both the same job title. The new guy was hired with the same job title, and the new guy's in there for a year or two, something like that, and that's perfectly fine. Now my friend, he gets overtime if he works overtime, but he's rarely works overtime, so it's rarely an issue. So at some point through some kind of conversation, the friend and the coworker are talking, and the coworker makes some kind of reference of, oh, well, there's no overtime here. And the friend's like, no, we get overtime because they're both at the same job level and the same job title and hired to the same company. And so it was kind of this weird discrepancy. Well, at some point they changed to a new time card system, and the coworker was having trouble filling out the time card in the new card system. So my friend said, "Oh, it's easy. I did it myself. I had the training. Let me show you how to do it." So they get a screen sharing session. They bring up the time card page, and sure enough, the coworker doesn't have the ability to enter or edit or submit the time card. And so it's like, oh, that's odd. Well, and then also there was another problem. So it's like, hey, I got to email HR, let them know that there's something wrong with the time card system on my side. I'll let them know about your problem too. So my friend sends the email to the group, let them know these things. The HR person probably should not have sent the response that was sent, but sent a response to the effect of, oh, well, your coworker is exempt, so he doesn't have to fill out a time card. And I guess my friend finds this odd that he gets overtime and the coworker doesn't. And I guess, like, should my friend be concerned about that, or is that just a weird thing, or change of policy?
Well, the term exempt usually means salaried.
Right. So two people, same job title. The one that's been there longer is non-exempt and gets overtime. The one that's exempt has been a more recent hire. And I guess, like, to me, it just seems a little weird that two people would have different pay structures like that. But it might be still in the same ballpark. I don't know, because I believe my friend is at a pay range that he could have been exempt, but I don't know how that decision's made in hiring or anything like that. I guess to me it's like, what's up with that? It should my friend ask questions, or is it maybe just that at some point along the way they changed hiring procedures and decided, no, we're going to hire people at this level exempt now?
This could fall deeply in the ocean called mind your fucking business. But just saying.
Right.
Maybe stay the F out of it. And
if my friend's going to ask questions, my friend's not going to ask questions by naming, name, pointing finger, but more along the lines of, should that Fred be thinking about the part that is his business?
The friend shouldn't say, Jonny said. By the way, Jonny said. I don't know. That's who knows what negotiation they had?
Yeah, that makes one wonder.
It might be that may be the way it was. I don't know.
I mean, but does that seem weird to you?
It does, but it also, somebody who grandfathered into something might have something somebody else doesn't have. I don't know.
That is another. My friend's like, am I grandfathered into something, or is there something?
No, that could be. It could be
better negotiated over there, or
maybe he's figured out a loophole nobody's figured out yet. Lots of good movies start that way, Jonny.
So because part of me's like, like
Superman 3, things like that.
Because my friend's like, do I want to like ask questions to see if there is something better that could be negotiated, or am I grandfather, or he's wondering if he's grandfathered into something that maybe he should draw attention to. Like, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing?
I think this is where you take the big pill of shut the F up. Or you could be facing the pill of, oh, by the way, you owe us X. And so I don't know.
So my friend should definitely not like go onto a weekend YouTube stream and start talking about these things.
Probably not.
Probably not. Okay, let's go to the chat.
What does the chat say?
Oh, good. Bob Pro went to BRB, so she didn't hear any of it.
That's right. Nobody knows. And Sparky, where's Sparky when you need him? Sparky would be all over that.
Sparky would be all over that. Sparky would be Googling and like giving us people's addresses.
I know. Well, in the old days, I would ask you for phone numbers so we could call live on the air, which we could still do. We could, we could call live on the air. We could hide our voices,
I would call my friend, but I keep getting busy signals.
And we could put it in the word in the like it's a what's that thing called when they call and ask for not suggestions, but
what's that?
Doing a poll. We're doing a poll.
We're doing a poll.
We're doing a poll.
We're doing a poll. How much do you get paid?
Wow, that thing's getting warm. Is the USB cord supposed to get hot?
I don't know. It depends on how aroused it is. I don't know. I couldn't think of a good comeback.
I shouldn't do it on my laptop. Yeah,
all right.
I'm actually using the laptop. Then I have my pad over there.
So, did they set you up with a nice, sweet hotel suite, or I mean, where are you at?
I did find out that I kind of got hosed. We chose this one because we've stayed here before, and it was recently remodeled, so it's nice. And it is nice. I mean, I'm at a desk in the middle of a room, so there's like a living room behind me, and then bedroom is over there. And
nice.
There's like a little. It's not really a kitchenette, but you can it's over there. There's like a little kitchen area.
Okay.
So it's and there. But we found out that behind us at that hotel where other people were staying at, they have a Starbucks.
Oh.
Real barista that will make you shit.
What kind of shit?
Well, coffee, good coffee.
Good coffee.
Yeah. And I get whatever they throw at you.
Well, you all got to meet somewhere before you go into the office, so you're meeting over in their lobby instead of them meeting in your lobby, right?
New poll: how much do you get paid? Wait, what I miss?
Well, that's what I suggested the poll would be if we started calling people about my dilemma.
I'm going for the $100. There we go. Learn more about polls, it said. There we go.
So Dune gets paid $100.
Well, see, the first week, like last week, was rough because I have to be at this place before 6 a.m, and it's about a 30-minute drive from here.
Okay.
So that means I get stuck with whatever coffee just happens to be downstairs at the time. Sometimes you get lucky. And the lady who does the little brunch or breakfast thingy gets here early and makes that coffee. Otherwise, you're getting what was ever done last night. Yeah. But this week I'm going to go in later, and I'll stop. There's a town about 5 miles outside of here that has a Dunkin', so I'll go hit that.
There you go.
And then go to work. So
it's funny talking about
because the world runs on America runs on Dunkin', right?
America runs on Dunkin', yeah.
Yep. They got really good coffee. Do you ever had their? It's really good.
Have I ever had Dunkin' Donuts coffee?
I would assume
there's a Dunkin' across the street and another one down the street, and another one down the street over that way. I'm kind of surrounded by Dunkin'. I'm in Dunkin' country, Dune.
Marco, will you quit trying to stir the pot, please? Stop it. This is how volume happens. But one thing I like about Dunkin' Donuts over almost everybody, and actually I have to put Starbucks into this too, because if you ask, like at Dunkin', everything is automated to where if you know a number of creams that you want in a certain size cup, it's a push button. And it dispenses it. So it's the same every time, no matter where you go. So like I get 6 creams and an extra large coffee, which is basically double. If you ask for double at a Starbucks, you're up to whatever they think double is at the time. yeah.
Everyone's got their. See, that's the thing. When everyone starts inventing their own units of measurement, it's hard to keep track.
Is Sclosty in the room?
Don't know. That's a good question. Is there a Sclosty in the house?
I don't know. I don't see him.
Well, my pro referenced Sclosty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, there's that cat. Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Yeah.
You're welcome. There we go. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, so that's. I'm not I don't usually get the donuts because I don't need them, because of girth and all. But the coffee's pretty good.
That's cool.
It's not cheap. But
well, you can expense that, right? You're
Yeah.
traveling for business, so just
I
save
do,
the
but
receipt and
I do. No, I expense all that. Now, when I during the week, if I get it, I don't. Because the thing is, like I said, I also tip. So if it's it's usually what's it end up being? It's is it $2.75 or $3.75? $2.75. Is that what it is? Shit, I don't know. Whatever it is, I usually give them $1 for a tip because I'm cool like that.
right.
And I know that the 10 people ahead of me have hosed them because they're all using their app. And ain't nobody tipping on their app, Johnny.
I'll
Nobody.
tip on an app.
Can you do that? Do you have the?
Well, I don't buy my coffee on an app, but whenever an app's got a tip
no.
line, and
Yeah, it's like those I do, but I'm talking like Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know.
I'd have to look at that.
I'm going to ask the question right here as we speak.
Well, if it's a tip jar, you could still throw something in there when you pick it up off of the
You
app.
can't. Very true. Tip on the Dunkin' app.
Well, it's better to throw the cash in the jar because the app
Well,
would
yeah,
track
yeah,
all that as
that's
part of their
true.
income. Then they got to pay taxes on
Yes,
that
you
tip.
can tip your barista Dunkin' Donuts Dunkin' app. Boom, right there.
Boom. Okay.
That's it. It'd be a great idea. They shouldn't tax those either. That'd be an awesome idea.
A lot of people have said they're in favor of that idea.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Well, we could, if something comes up to a vote, we probably could get that through with bipartisan support. Maybe we attach it to the TikTok repeal. I did want to talk a little bit about the TikTok thing.
I hope somebody maybe they'll just let America just have half of it or something. Quit stealing your crap.
No.
You know what scares me the most about it is people that are signing up for that other thing. That just flat out says, we can come into your house and take your children. What's it called? Red Farm or something like that?
I haven't looked into. I barely watch TikTok. Usually, I watch TikTok content that people repost to YouTube.
Well,
so I'm like getting it second or third hand.
I've seen some funny stuff on like Instagram where it shows somebody at their house and somebody just opens the door and walks in. They go and it's like a Chinese dude and he's like, I'm here. I'm going to stay in your house with you. Wait, what? You said I could right here. Because they're signing up for whatever that TikTok.
I think South Park did an episode about Apple's terms of service and what might have been hidden in there, and it was some kind of a human centipede parody movie, parody episode.
I can't even imagine. I mean, first of all, they're counting on people like me that it pains me to read, so I don't do.
No one reads those things.
Well, of course you don't.
No, and it's ridiculous. And there is an argument what is even upholdable, but a lot of it is unless you prove that it shouldn't be or you have some legal precedent why it shouldn't be. So it's not like you could just the point is I don't have any plans to sue the sites that I click yes on. And it's like I don't.
Well, it's like, you're talking about the TikTok thing, and I'll talk about it. It's like, I don't have a TikTok account. I've never had a TikTok account, but I guarantee you, I've watched tens of thousands of them. Well, because they're also they post there and they go other places too. I see them all the time. So.
Well, some years ago, during the music copyright stuff and the Napster stuff, I made a prediction. That was like, just wait, you'll see. Because like the whole like suing individuals wasn't working out. The whole shutting down the website wasn't working out because a new one pops up. And also I kind of predicted, you shut down these sites, what are they going to do? They're going to start popping up in countries where they're untouchable. And so the issue is going to be, can we start banning blocking content from other countries or things like that. Now, it's taken a few decades to get to that point, but here we are. And isn't it quite spectacular that our government has singled out and blocked a site? Not only that, with bipartisan support, not only that, very unpopular with the population, which kind of shows that our representatives, they had one job, which was to represent us, and they kind of did the opposite.
I do have something to say, but I have to say something about this poll.
Okay.
I think you're doing it wrong. The poll is, does Dune want Chinese for dinner or Mexican? And the answers are yes, no, maybe. That's easy. It's yes.
Yes, you want one of those, or do you not want either of them? I think that's.
I want one of those. I do.
Okay. We'll make that a hell yes then.
No, here. I actually did read a little bit about the thing, and there were some stipulations where if TikTok would have changed some of the things they did, it would have negated all this. But they basically just said "F you," they were not changing anything, and I think that's kind of where it all came down to pass.
Well, who is the government to start telling a foreign company how to run their tech business, though? Like, I kind of see. So basically, you're saying that they said, "Go fuck yourselves." I hope that was clear.
No, it is very odd because it's like, and like I said, I don't understand it. It all doesn't make sense because.
No, you're right.
You're right. You're right. They said that. You're doing this is bad, but yet on the Apple platform and on the Play Store or whatever, you can download that Red Whatever is app.
Right.
Which, like I said, says you can have your firstborn. I mean, it's just like, how is that okay? Is it because they say it out? Is it because they just say it out front?
I mean, TikTok is not doing anything that's not already been done. Like all of a sudden, after decades of giving away our data to be exploited in different ways, the government's like, "Oh my God, this one site's doing this horrible thing." It's like, dude, everyone's fucking doing it.
It wasn't the data. It was able to scrape information well beyond its own self. Is what it says.
And you don't think everyone else is doing the same stuff?
I don't know. I think that's illegal to do it. I don't think an app's allowed to see what another app is doing.
It's hard to talk legal terms when we live in this global tech thing, and that's where true. We've this is. It's interesting that we've reached this point of singling out and banning this thing, whereas I'm worried about what that escalates into if we start picking and choosing what we can ban, what we can unban.
I see you and I are on the same page. I agree. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off though.
Oh no. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. You just got to keep going. Roll, Johnny. Roll.
Now, Sklosti says what I was kind of trying to circle around to earlier. Was that it is weird that they're praising him when he was the one that started.
That's not true. That is not true.
That's not what part's not true.
He did say that originally, but he also reneged on it. Said, "Hey, you know what? I'm using this. I'm getting billions of views. This isn't so bad."
He was against it before he was for it, though.
Yes, I'm just saying you have to have both sides of the argument.
And I acknowledge that he flip flopped on it.
He did nothing. He was not the guy that did anything. He didn't sign anything.
No, but he kind of kicked off the idea. Even though he changed his mind, he was the first one that said it, and other people ran with it. So does that mean he gets credit for it? I don't think so. But I also don't want to give him credit for reversing it either when he was the one that suggested it to start with. I think they're all shit, All right, so Dune's going to step away for a moment here. I guess he's got to knock on the door or something. Let me go back over to the chat, see what's going on there. Racer is asking about some coffee. Yeah, it is a good time for some coffee. We should go back to talking about coffee. Actually, I think this dialogue's been pretty okay. But again, I'm kind of worried that it's started. We have set the precedent that the government can ban an app or a foreign tech company. Even if that gets undone, it happened. It's been done, and it's proven that it could go through, and the courts are not going to stop it. What comes next? Because like years ago when I was kind of predicting that bans would be where the copyright thing would go to, I was like, that's going to kick off a shitstorm of things. We start getting into that era. Anyways.
No, somebody literally turned my handle on my door and then left.
Were they drunk?
I don't know. There's nobody there.
Oh, so they realized they had the wrong handle before.
I guess so. And I don't feel comfortable because I ain't home.
No, I was trying to find a way to work that into the conversation because if someone did that at your house, there wouldn't have been such a quiet background noise.
Put me full screen for a second.
Okay, yeah, because you travel. I'm
not at home, but I'm also not worried. Unless they have something that's worse than this, so they probably do. So
that's got to go on the carry-on, I take it.
Oh yeah, that's got to go on the carry-on.
Yeah. Have you ever accidentally forgot you had something in your pocket?
No. I checked that very closely.
Yeah, my dad had a keychain that had one of those little dinky knives that folds out. Didn't even think about it because it's just been something on his keychain forever. For all I know, he may have actually gotten on a few planes with it, but he had to toss that keychain one time when he got the TSA was not abused.
I checked that because I know people have done that. Now listen, I've even heard there's a story of a person. What gets me is the people that will go through with a firearm in their backpack or something. It's like, what?
How do you? I mean, I
don't get that.
That's a whole new level of incompetence that we've not discussed on this show.
Part of the reason why I am so diligent about making sure I have my shit together is I have TSA pre-pass, and I don't want to lose that. So,
I mean, if you are so bad of keeping track of firearms that you end up with one in your bag up to the TSA gate, maybe you shouldn't own firearms.
No,
because there's a certain level of responsibility you should have.
I wish I had the picture. I had a picture one time of at the old airport before they built the new one in Wichita. They had like a shadow box.
Of all the things that have come through?
Well, no, it was all the stuff you couldn't bring on the plane. And like literally there's a hand grenade in there because, you can go to Hand Grenades or Us and buy one of those. And, I was like, come on, man. But, Monpro's asking if I'm going to get some. I was thinking about seriously just getting some Taco Bell delivered. Because that's pretty simple. It's close.
That works, and you could do that with that.
And I know there's people on my floor walking around wiggling handles. It's what I want them to do is drop the sack and then somebody take it. Because I've never had that problem. There's certain things I've been lucky. I've never had food stolen. I've never ordered food to the wrong house yet. Jonny has sort of, but not really.
I ordered it to the right house. I just delivered it to the wrong house.
Yes.
Twice.
Oh, wait a second. What is this? Chewy's. Oh, is that that place rocks. Chewy's. We don't have a Chewy's around here, unfortunately. Chewy's is a great Mexican restaurant.
It does look good.
Let me see. Here. Do it here, Jonny. Do a Google search for Chewy's Nacho Bar.
Chewy's Nacho Bar.
And see what it returns. It should return a car truck.
Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Chewy's Nacho Bar. Chewy's is known for its popular nacho bar. TripAdvisor, Nacho Bar for happy hour. Facebook.
Are there any pictures of it, though?
Well, let me go to the images tab here. Yeah. I don't actually see the the thing is I'm using my Brave search. Let me go to Google images search because I guess you say that Chewy's nacho bar should bring up images of a. Oh yeah, that is a.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's like the trunk of a car.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the
that's what
trunk
you're
of a
talking
car,
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have a happy hour between, like, I don't know, it's like maybe 4 and 6, where that thing is open, and you just it's I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, that is
the end all beat all of OMG.
Yeah, they literally just chopped off the trunk of a car and mounted it to the wall
and filled it with all the good stuff, all the food groups.
Yeah, all of them. So there it is. Right there is.
Yep, and they're all different types of cars and whatever. But yeah, but I mean, like they have chips, tortillas, all like beef, everything's in there. I mean, it's just insane.
This is a page where I can order it and Chewy has Mexican food is more than, or is this for? I don't know what I'm buying on this website, but it's got a picture of the back of the trunk there.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? They just here's your trunk.
Is this for a T-shirt of this? I
don't know.
I don't know what I'm on a page for.
It does say size. You're right.
Yeah. I
you know what? Go ahead and click it and put add to cart and see what you get.
Yeah, I'd rather. Well, it's like $45 for something that's usually that's a pretty expensive shirt. I don't know what it is I'm ordering. I'm closing that.
It has to be a T-shirt.
A T-shirt that's marked down to $45 from 112.
Hey, Sparky's here. Sparky, we need you to look somebody's name up.
No, we don't. Sparky, why do you know that?
Racer knows the year 1960 because Racer.
Different people have different units of measurement. Sparky measures trunk size by bodies.
Yes, how many
by dead bodies.
That's right.
Well, I guess now we know who to call if Dune needs help with the dead hookers under the.
That's not me. That's just on my. That's just here. You know what? I'm gonna go look at here. So you do that. I'm gonna click on Grubhub and see.
Dune's got to get prepped for dinner.
I'm gonna see if the Taco Bell is a thing. I know there's one close to here.
Well, it's funny. If I order Taco Bell for delivery from my app, it sends the order to the second closest Taco Bell.
That makes a lot of sense.
If I order for pickup, it sends it to the closest Taco Bell. But if I order for delivery, it comes from the second closest Taco Bell every time.
Wait a second. This thing says 0.05 miles, but when I click on it,
0.05 or 0.5?
0.05.
Oh, that's pretty. Like you could walk there.
Yeah, but no, it's cold, and I'm an old, and I have no shoes.
You got a coat.
So can you get do they have a box of tacos?
Oh yeah, they get the box of tacos.
But that's like 12, right?
Yeah, something like that. You can eat 12 tacos.
Party pack, 12 tacos.
That's about a sitting.
Supreme soft taco party pack, 12. Those are $35
for 12 tacos.
Yeah, I mean that's probably about right.
That's about right.
But what if a person only wanted, say, 4 tacos? What if that was what a person wanted?
Well, then you could order them by the taco.
You know, do you get drinks from there? From
it depends what I'm ordering. Usually not.
I don't know.
But then again, I'm not a soda drinker so much anymore. So I generally,
for some reason, I saw a video where a guy said, "Don't ever drink the drink that they bring you," and I was like, "Well, what happened to you, man?"
Well, whatever.
Soft Taco Supreme. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's see how many of these things I can push a button on.
Oh, you don't do the Dorito taco?
Those are so good, but, they also make your fingers look funny.
Well, you just got to lick them. It's Taco Bell. It's going to get messy.
Do they make you pay for the sauce?
No, they don't. But, what's funny? they kept forgetting the sauce when I'd order it. So eventually I put in an order, and I just put in a shit ton of sauce on the order. Like, don't forget the sauce. And they sent me a shit ton of sauce. So now I don't need to add sauce to my order for the next year or two.
I'm going to keep pushing this button until it starts charging me money. I think that's
you don't need that much sauce.
I think that's a solid plan.
I don't think it's programmed to do that, dude. They might actually, like, you know, wheel a metal barrel of sauce with a tap on it to your door if you order that much.
Let's see what that just did. Mild sauce packet. It's a packet. Sounds like singular.
Yeah. You're gonna want multiple packets.
Oh! I don't want. No! Don't that.
No,
not like that. That looks stupid.
What looks
stupid? It filled my screen up full of mild sauce packets. No, that will make them mad. Let's not be that guy.
No, don't be that guy. No, and mild? Really? You're not going to go for the fire?
I'm not a big fire person anymore now that I'm kind of old.
Well, fire's not even the hottest one they offer anymore. They got the, like, Diablo ones. I usually stick with the fire myself.
So I'm still deleting sauce packets if you're wondering. that was not. Yeah, don't do that.
You might just want to close out your browser, restart.
That could get your cup spit in. There. Okay. Now we're cooking. Now I got one sauce packet, and I'm just adding the number up. See, what is the sauce per taco ratio for Johnny? Just out of curiosity.
I always grab a big handful, and usually I use a packet per taco, but I probably have some extra packets.
Oh, I'm thinking 3.
Oh, well, I don't need that much sauce.
I do. I'm going 3. I'm getting 4 tacos and 12 packets because that's how I roll.
Okay. And you're going to use 3 on each taco?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I
might just squirt them right in my mouth.
Now, Racer just asked the 8-ball, will Dune get the 5 hits? And the 8-ball says, my source says yes.
What's that mean?
The 5 hits.
Oh.
Yeah. You're probably, 8-ball says you're going to get the shits from this, Dune.
It's right there. It's right there. So here's the thing. It's really close, and it's really going to give them a really crappy tip, but because I'm awesome.
You're going to up the tip.
I'm going to bump that bad boy up to a stupid level of $10.
Okay.
So they're going to travel 0.5 miles for $10. They're either going to think it's fake, or they're going to think I'm some rich asshole, and they're going to spit in my food.
Either way, you come out looking bad. And they get $10. That's what it's all about, though.
Now, maybe I should make it 7 and then give them 3 extra. No, I'm just going to do it. I'm doing it.
Well, then if they don't knock, then you like running after them. And
I'm going in.
Nah, the 10 will be fine. I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
I know they will, because somebody out there somewhere gave them like a nickel. And you know who you are, whoever you are. Okay, let's make sure I'm going to the right place. Yeah, Dayton. Yeah, I'm in Dayton, by the way. In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
Home of the Kitty Hawk, right?
Home of the Trans Am Nationals.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
They have the Trans Am Nationals every year at the Dayton Airport.
Short-wearing dads with hats all over this world. Oh, did I lose your sound?
Yeah, but it's back now.
Okay. So check out with Apple Pay, because once again, that's how I roll. And
what do those terms of service say?
Oh, I think it says we can come in and just kick you in your teeth.
Well, then who's going to feed the cats?
Okay, so the order has been submitted. There we go. Oh, I'm getting a text. And the thing is, you can't do the math. You just, listen, if you use Grubhub, which I pay for the monthly thing where it's the free delivery or whatever,
Right.
Just don't do the math on what you just paid for dinner. It's not. It's really, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
No,
My wife and I have had dinner brought to us on Fridays occasionally that we realize that we have paid what a small family typically pays when they go out to dinner for what ours costs to bring.
Well, it is kind of funny because they did really kind of inch that up on us, adding other fees and things like that. And now I kind of reached that point where it's like, oh, we go to Grubhub, and it's like, oh, wait, we can actually go out to dinner again. Like, Grubhub was great when you couldn't go out to dinner, but now it's like, hey, remember going out to dinner? Why don't we do that? We may as well.
Because I want coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, somebody's asking me what time I'm going in tomorrow, and I said they start at 6, but I'm going to be in at 6:30 because I want coffee. Deal with it. I didn't put that in there. It's inferred.
Okay. So you gotta get into work at 6:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, like I said, they start at 6, but they're going to have to just live without old Dune for 30 minutes.
For the first so you can stroll in a little late, and that's and no one's going to say anything.
Nope.
You're at that level that no one is going to tell.
Just say it, Johnny.
What time to be there?
It's at the level of FU. No, I'm not. No. Well, the thing is that the first big week was last week. Last week was week 1. This is week 2, where they're kind of supposed to stand on their own 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there for moral support.
Oh, this is support. This is goodwill. This is
me being nice.
We are your friends.
I'm here
to help you through this disaster that we've unleashed on you.
Yeah. That's what they think, yes.
I've been that friend.
You didn't really do that, though. All you did was like put some computers in, though, didn't you? You didn't have to do what I do.
Well, I don't know what you do, or because
mine is around the business system itself, not just the printer for the business system. Actual.
I think for us, the migrations are so big that it was kind of like phase 1, migrate your email system onto our email system. Phase 2, replace everything to give you all machines that are on our domain, on our systems, which we built out to be able to do all the things you do. Phase 3, move you over onto our system. So phase 3 is more a, kind of, you got to get everyone on the equipment that's going to do the things. If their equipment isn't going to, you got to get everyone on the same network. So you got to migrate. Sometimes a major migration comes in different phases. And so, when I went on site, it was replace all their computers, get them onto our domain, things like that. Like they were on computers that were on a domain trust, so they're still on their domain. We're replacing them with computers that are built with our image on our domain, with our software. And then we're going to, start cutting systems over, kind of like that.
Well, there has to be somebody there to basically teach them how to go from a Mac to a PC is what I'm referring to.
They're all Macs and you get them PCs.
You know what I'm talking about.
Is that literally happening, or because usually it's Windows to Windows?
Or say, well, no, it's like, business systems. SAP, Oracle thing, like let's just say they used SAP,
right?
And they're gonna you're switching them to Oracle. You don't just switch it and go bye. You have to teach them how to use it and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, that's a different type of migration.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
I see.
Yeah.
So someone came through before you and gave them all new computers, and now you're setting up.
No, their computers still suck.
Oh, they didn't even get new computers.
No.
You didn't even give them any lube.
No, we did. We do. We come in bearing gifts. We give them nice, great big screens and things like that, and nice new shiny printers. We do that.
What was funny? There was one migration we went to
like that
the location had bought new monitors for everyone, but they never got around to giving them out. So like we came in to give them new computers and repurpose some of their better computers, because usually we do it in waves. We find the newest computers and we replace those first. So everyone that's got a newer computer gets a brand new computer, and then the newer computers we repurpose, reimage, and then we swap out the old crap with those computers to hand them down. And but usually we didn't switch monitors. But when we found all these monitors in the storage area, and the guy at that site's like, "Oh, I've been meaning to distribute those," it's like, we can do that. And the person who said we could do that was the person that doesn't do that, and bet that they could do that.
There you go.
So not only do we have to swap all their, we had to then distribute all these brand new monitors, which made us look really great. But it's like, no, these didn't come from us. These are here waiting for you for months. We didn't tell them that part.
I was sitting here thinking, I'm looking at the Grubhub map, and I thought I could have some fun, and I'd flip it around and show it to the screen.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Just to see how fast it would take.
Yeah.
Sparky to figure things out. But I'm afraid my phone would ring in the room. That's what I'm afraid of.
So CEO's calling you, ask how the migration's going.
Yeah. I know what I can do. I'm going to do this. Sparky, are you ready? Okay. I've moved my hotel out. Wait, what else is at the bottom of this thing?
Well, Sparky will tell you.
That's true. Okay, Sparky, here we go. So here's can you see it? There's the map.
Okay, so that's the hotel.
So that's where the Taco Bell is. The
Oh, that's where the Taco. That's the shopping center with the Taco Bell. What?
It moved.
It moved.
And it showed my address. Oh, great.
That's okay. We already know your address, dude.
Why does this happen to me?
Velvet 7 lives there.
Why does this happen to me? He goes by the code name Dune. He looks like this. He's been here for 3 weeks. They're going to go, oh, he's in that room. You look like a decent person. Here's the key.
Go let yourself in.
Like yourself.
That's right. Just turn the doorknob. It'll be fine.
Yeah, just go ahead and just turn the doorknob like that other person did.
Might have been someone's kid just touching all the doors, walking down the hallway.
It could be.
It could be.
It could be. I'm just waiting. Sparky's going to have it. I guarantee you. It's going to be not going to take long.
Now, Schlosty's got a migration coming up for their company. Now, Schlosty, as in they've acquired a company and they got to go migrate someone, or they've been acquired and someone's going to come into Schlosty's office and change all their shit.
Track. Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah. Well, know.
Hey, is anybody ever? I just thought of something. I forgot about the one thing I really like about watching the Grubhub app is the little car that every once in a while it'll stop and do a donut and then take off. I always wondered if there's a YouTube video of what if Grubhub cars really were that way or something like that, because that would be awesome. You know what I'm talking about? It does this. It'll like stop and it'll do like a little couple of circles and then take off this way. And then sometimes it stops in the middle of your hotel, and then you can tell that they actually it's still tracking them as they're going up the stairs.
Yeah, it's like I remember one time I was I ordered DoorDash to a hotel room, and I was watching the car. It said it was like basically driving around the back of the hotel, and it's like, dude, what are they doing? Just come right in. So at some point I'm like, is this guy lost? So I decided I'm going out and find this guy. Be like, hey, dude, you got my food. Let's go. Let me show you where my room is. Mm-hmm. And I didn't find the guy, but I did a lap around the building, and then I come back, and then the food was at the door. So like, we totally did not like
Hungry guy, dude with food, passing in the night.
Yeah, he went that way, I went that way, and I go, and then hey, food's here. I don't know how he got in and out. I don't know what he was doing.
Is I think this guy's lost.
This guy can't figure out how to cross the street from the Taco Bell to the hotel?
No, that's the here. Let me get this if I can get it where it's not shiny.
Yeah.
Here you can kind of see the car is way up top.
Okay.
You see it? It's doing donuts right there. The Taco Bell and the hotel are way down here. What's this dude doing up here?
So the dude already picked up the food and he's up there?
No. I just think he said, I'm going to go pick up the food. And he's like miles away from Taco Bell.
You mean he drove past the Taco Bell to get up there? He's driving away from the Taco Bell?
It says he's heading to the store.
Ah.
His name I cannot pronounce.
Okay.
And it's got some funny like little dot. Never mind.
Yeah. Some names have those.
I don't care. Everybody who's delivered here so far has done a spectacular job. So I'm not too worried about it.
So you're saying you're due for a clunker?
No, I already had a clunker the first day. And let me tell you how that worked. So some of these hotels actually have deals with either DoorDash or Grubhub where you can order and get free delivery basically.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're on the hotel Wi-Fi and you go to Grubhub, it pops up a screen and says, hey, you're at the hotel, you can get free. And if not, press this button and you can use your other account. Well, my account, I get free anyway. I'm like, yeah, I'll use the hotel thing. Well, I found out there's a reason why the hotel gets free Grubhub delivery. It's because they drop it at the counter downstairs. So I have to walk my happy ass out the door, down 3 flights of stairs to the counter to get my food, and then come back up.
Whereas if you use your own, they come to your door.
Like an animal, Johnny. Like an animal.
That wouldn't be a deal breaker to me, Dune.
Well, I still got my food. I wasn't happy about it. But I got it. I only made that mistake once. That's why I tipped $10 for them to go up the stairs.
I see.
That's the
that $10 is the stair fee.
That's I don't expect them to use the stairs. They can use
or the elevator.
That car is still doing donuts. It's done 3 donuts still.
Huh.
It's stuck somewhere on Van Lake Drive. If you're keeping track, Sparky.
Van Lake Drive.
That's where the car is, right?
In a van down by the lake.
Oh, it just took off. It's just the next thing too. They like take off at like supersonic speeds, and they'll go just a short distance and stop. So there.
They do that.
He's still not close to the Taco Bell, but he's closer.
That's good. Moving in the right direction.
No, this is. I'm waiting for the ETA says this is it says 7:35 to 7:50. The car's still doing donuts. There had to be somebody closer to my hotel that could have done this.
Well, now, how did your your flight go? Getting out to Dayton. Any good flight stories?
I forgot about that. Well, were you tracking when I was because it got snowed out. My first flight got snowed.
Oh no, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I thought I showed you guys. That was.
Did you get that notice in advance, or you're at the airport and they canceled?
We were at the airport pretty much all day.
Oh.
And it was like touch and go, and I took I think I tweeted some pictures. You probably don't want to bring my Twitter up, but I did tweet some pictures of what it looked like outside. I tell you what we really felt sorry for is there was a plane. There were 2 planes that were actually pushed back and were like waiting to take off to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those planes pushed back at 8 a.m. with people. It actually had been pushed back about like 6 o'clock. They stayed there till 7. Pulled the plane back in. Everybody got off the plane. Some people stayed off the plane. Other people got back on the plane. They pushed it back out at 8 o'clock. It sat there from 8 o'clock to just after 12.
Aren't there rules against that? Like, there's only so many hours they're
They're
allowed
only
to.
supposed to be out there 3 hours. Now, here's the catch. So the snow is it's just snowing, like, you know, there's snow on the ground. The plane, they couldn't pull the plane with the little tug truck. It wouldn't pull the plane. Now, the whole time I'm going like, start the fucking plane up and drive it in to the thing.
Do you know nothing about Air Florida 90?
Well, here's the thing. And it wouldn't, and the whole time, and like, I forgot all about this. You're going to get me teed up again. The whole time that we're here watching this, I'm watching all these workers outside, and you know, bless their heart, it's cold as hell. But these are just like worker people. These are the people that just do the normal job. There's what they're missing is the head dude, the dude, you know, the guy from, what was the guy from the movie Terminal? That guy.
Okay.
That got stuff done. You know what I'm talking about? The head dude in charge.
Okay.
Nowhere to be seen.
Huh.
Until finally, hour number 4, I think he finally walked outside. He's like, have them start the fucking plane up and drive it in here. So they had to go get the de-icer to de-ice the engines, started the plane up and drove it back in. And then once they got it in, then they couldn't get the door open. I mean, it was just an absolute debacle.
This was to get people off the plane, or
yes, to get the people off the
okay,
plane.
I
Who'd been
see.
on there for 4 hours.
To move the, because
that's
you
why-
don't want to do reverse thrust in the snow.
Well, no,
but,
not reverse thrust. They had already pushed this thing back.
Right. No, this is different. This is pulling forward to get the people
Yes.
off the
Off
plane.
the plane. Yes. So and so. Yeah,
Oh man, that's awful.
So the 3-hour thing was in effect, but they couldn't move it because the thing was spinning.
They were trying to beat the 3
Yes.
hour.
Yes.
They
finally-
were.
So they
yeah.
finally started this damn thing up, pulled it in, got the people off the plane. I mean, there was some words, you know. There was some.
Oh yeah.
There was words.
I'm sure
So
those
anyway,
were very happy people that got
so
off that plane.
They sent us home, and we came back the next day, and we actually ended up flying with several people on that plane that were on that previous plane. So they had to come back the next day and get back on the same plane. And then we sat on that plane how long were we there? They pushed us back, and we waited over an hour to get de-iced. It was terrible. It just I don't know how it could have been so bad. Of course, you know, de-icing program in Wichita is basically a dude on a truck that looks like he's there to fix like power lines with a hose.
Yeah.
It's not like you see at a real airport where they got the robotic thing doing all this. No, this is like, you know, this is Tom's out there.
Tom's out there with a power washer.
Power washer. There's probably some dude down in the truck going pump, pump, pump. You know? It was terrible, but it makes for some pretty serious drama because we ended up getting to Atlanta, and several people on those planes were really, you know, tight turns trying to get on their next plane.
Right.
So, and they do this a lot where they kind of make the announcement, hey, listen, there's people that have to get off this plane. If you got plenty of time, stay seated. And we did, because we had like 4-hour layover, so it wasn't no big deal for us.
Right.
And then we had to, and I think you got in on the whole.
Oh, that's right. They kept moving your gate back and forth, even while we're doing the show on Monday.
Yeah, we were convinced that there was somebody watching us on the cameras going like, we're gonna make him go to B.
Because they kept switching you back and forth between the same two gates, or
same two areas, but not gates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in Atlanta, it's not like you're just going like down the hall. You know,
you'd think that they could figure out the general area that the plane needs to be parked and make small adjustments from there. You'd think they could do that much.
It just is what it is. And like I said, we just...
Well, how does planning get so bad that in advance, multiple times, they have to keep moving people to different sides of the airport?
They have the get-out-of-jail-free card called weather. That's the one thing. If they can claim it's weather-related, there are no...
What gate the plane pulls into is a problem when it's on the ground.
I think so, but yeah.
So the plane has to drive a little more around the ground.
Well, I think what happened, they ended up a different plane or something like that. I don't know. It was a mess. So hopefully on the way home, none of that happens. Okay, where is this dude at?
It's a good thing you ordered this with time to spare.
Where is it? Okay. Oh, you know what? It shows him like right near me.
Oh. Oh, can we wave out the window at him?
Well, I don't think he'd come through the window over here. I mean, the where I'm looking out, he would be over.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Now he's gone. What are you doing? You're going the wrong way. Oh, he still hasn't gone to Taco Bell yet.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna have some soggy ass tacos.
This is reminding me of that time that the guy picked up my KFC.
Those things have been sitting there for hours. Don't laugh, Mod Pro. Don't laugh at me.
It reminds me, one time I ordered KFC for lunch, and I only had an hour for lunch and a scheduled call after my lunch.
God,
mind you, KFC's down the street, so I'm like, no problem. I ordered KFC. They'll bring it down the street. I'll have plenty of time to eat my lunch. The dude picks up the KFC.
That's me.
Turns away from my house, drives away from my house, disappears off the map. And then for my convenience, they automatically put in a new order for me because like the driver disappeared with my food.
Well, that was nice of him.
Yeah. But then by the time the food got here, it was time for my scheduled call. So I had to watch my fried chicken in a box get cold on my working hour.
You couldn't just take like a static picture and then just let it sit.
This was the type of call that I was connecting to someone's computer and working. I can't be like, so over if I look at your screen.
You know other people do that. You know that.
Yeah, but I can't enjoy my lunch like that. I just can't eat like that, you know? Not to mention that I got to get fried chicken grease all over my keyboard.
You know, I will tell you, though, had the person you were helping known that was the case, they would probably be upset that you didn't say, I'll call you back.
Well,
I would.
I don't even remember what this call was or why this call was. But I try to avoid rescheduling calls, especially there are some people that it's tough to get on their calendar because I got so much time booked out that it's just let's just get this done and then I'll have my lukewarm chicken.
I just wonder if they get there and the guy goes, they go like, we should probably remake these. Because they've been sitting there in that bag for hours.
Oh, it's okay. They got heat lamps.
I'm gonna have to eat.
I say that because I don't have to eat it.
He's still doing donuts in the parking lot. I guess I got a fork in here somewhere. That's how I'm gonna have to eat these things.
Oh man!
I'm gonna have taco. I'm gonna have taco salad. Is what's gonna happen?
Oh, you should have walked over after the show.
I should have. I should have just grabbed the iPad and just walked over with you guys.
That would have worked.
Oh, now it says I'm one stop away. What the fuck does that mean?
That means that they picked up multiple people's food, I think.
Oh.
So maybe the tacos are in the... No, but he hasn't picked them up yet.
No, it says your carrier, he's on the move. They have one stop along the way. What?
That person whose house is like right in between the Taco Bell and the hotel. Because that's the only logical reason.
I gave him $10. For $10, you can come and drop my food off.
This is the problem with tipping before the service. Tipping's supposed to be for good service.
But you know what?
It loses its meaning if you put it in advance.
Wasn't there some sort of big drama about that too?
Well, I mean, there's been drama about tipping since the beginning of tipping.
No, about people. It was because I'm trying to think. Oh, somebody help me out here. It had to do with certain food carriers that they would not bring food because the tip wasn't big enough.
Oh yeah, well there are people. Well, that's the thing, because workers can choose what jobs to accept or not.
Right.
So then that resulted in jackassery, like we were talking about, where you put the big tip and then you renege on the tip afterwards.
Oh yeah, I would never
to
do
get
that.
people to pick it up.
I
That
didn't
only
know
pick
people-
it up if it.
I didn't know people did that though.
Which this is not at all what the concept of tipping was ever about. It was about letting employers get away with paying lower than minimum wage. That's what it's really about.
There we go.
All right, maybe it is all about this.
Well, I don't know, and I've never looked it up. I wonder what they get anyway if no tip is involved. What do they get?
You know what? We need to get someone to call in that drives for these services, or
Yeah.
one of us needs to sign up for one of these services for a few days and
Yeah, no.
be your own boss, Dune. I would, but my car battery's bad.
There you go. It says I ate before Dune. Yes, you did. It just says I'm one stop away, and the car quit moving.
He's having a doobie out back.
Oh my God.
You might end up walking to Taco Bell anyways.
Yeah, I might.
You could walk over and pick up
could
your
go-
order off of the counter and
I
then
could
leave
have-
the driver there wondering what the hell.
That's brilliant.
And then he'll still get your $10.
I'm the Taco Bell guy. Oh no! Wait, no. He has the food.
Oh, he has the food.
He has the food. Yeah.
He's just giving it a little tour of downtown
Yeah.
Dayton.
He's just driving around in what appears to be in a grassy field right now.
Of course he is. Where else would you drive your Taco Bell?
Come on, man. Why?
And I was worried we were going to run out of content and have to talk about Twitter more.
I just know. I'm tweeting about this. Oh, you know what we have to talk about? What we got? We got just enough time.
Just enough time.
We got just enough time. Hang
Uh-oh.
on. Hold that thought.
You're not whipping it out, are you? I just
am
heard a
full-
zipper.
That's not what you think.
Let's
Okay,
hope not.
I can't use that one because it has my name on it, so I better get a different one. You know, Sparky and all.
Because no one has ever figured out your name.
Do you have the address on this thing? Okay. So, for those of you that do follow me on X, anybody out there, I'd mentioned this little
Piece of-
guy.
What is that, a scorecard?
This is what hangs.
Valet, dry cleaning, and laundry. Okay.
This is what hangs in the closet of a hotel.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And it just so happens that here I couldn't find there wasn't like a regular laundromat that had drop-off service. Now they do have drop-off service that will come pick your stuff up, but all hotels have these. Okay. Never used them. You know, usually what you do, this is right next to the bag you take and you leave this in there.
Right.
Well, I decided to, what the heck? The snow guy, Jonny.
Okay.
The snow guy said, "Hey, I'm gonna let the hotel do mine. I'm taking." They said they'll take care of it. And I said, "You know what? That sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna do that too." So I take my stuff down there, and I get it back about a day and a half later.
Okay.
And I had two charges. Okay.
Two charges.
Two charges. The first one was for jeans, 9 pairs of jeans.
9 pairs of jeans.
Well, I mean, it's 9 pairs of jeans. I mean, if I had to pay you to wash my 9 pairs of jeans and fold them and put them on a hanger, what
I have no idea.
You used coin off though. Let's think about it that way.
Well, 9 pairs of jeans, that's a lot of jeans. So, I mean,
that's at least 2 loads, possibly 3, right?
okay. So I mean, if we're doing like, if they got the full thing, so it's like $2 a load in the washing machine.
Okay.
So we're talking about $4 to $6 to run it through the washer, and then
Okay.
you might have another few bucks to run it through the dryer.
Okay.
So we're getting into the $10 range here.
$10 times
Okay.
20. And I said there's 3 loads.
Okay.
So let's just crazy say $30.
All right.
Sound right?
We're getting a little. I mean, that's already kind of crazy, but yeah. Okay.
How about $111, Johnny?
To wash 9 pairs of jeans.
9 pairs of jeans. $111.
How did they break this
$11.
down?
Oh, very simply, just like this, Johnny. Just like this, $11.25 per jean.
$12 per jeans. Now, is that the standard pants rate or are jeans extra for?
Dude, who knows? It may be the Dune rate. I don't know, but there you go. Oh,
They didn't
I'm
do
not
it by
done.
weight.
I'm not done.
Okay.
No. Au contraire. Au contraire. So, if you want to do a shirt, $2.60 per shirt.
Okay, that's.
Underwear, $2.60 for underwear. Same price.
I would
Because
charge
that's-
more for the underwear than the jeans
I would
myself.
too. Socks, Johnny, $2.60.
Is that
per
per
pair.
sock or per pair? Oh, okay, per
Per
pair.
So here's bill number 2.
Uh huh.
So this is what I came back to.
And they just charge that onto the room, or do you?
Yeah, they do.
And did you add a tip?
Yeah. My buy low, sell high. Now I'm going to try to have. I'm just not going to say. But I just held my name up again like 4 or 5 times.
Well, they should put like price
And my room
breakdown.
number.
They should put a.
Sparky,
they-
don't do it. Just
They
don't.
should put a price breakout on that form to give you a heads up that jeans are not cheap to
Well,
wash.
It does say at the very bottom. You know what? It's got that TikTok stuff at the bottom, right there. It says price list.
List at front desk of hotel. Oh, so you'd have to walk down the stairs to the
Well, I did.
desk.
Did I
you
ask
did.
him for it? No. I just clicked yes, Johnny. That's all I did. I just clicked yes.
Oh, that's on you, dude. But you know that.
I could have read the terms of service, but I just clicked yes.
Oh, by the way, the laundry staff are now going to crash at your place next week because you clicked yes.
Okay, supposedly this guy's in my lobby now.
Oh,
If it says he dropped it off at the front desk, I will chase that.
you owe me $10.
I'm on my $10. I'm waiting.
All right, let's wait. See we hear a knock on the
Anyway,
door.
So I think I'm going to frame this for stupid crap I've done.
Some people want to forget their mistakes, Dune. But not Dude. He frames them, hangs them on the wall.
I just now. I mean,
Did you compare notes with your coworkers on this?
were they very clean? Yes. Were they hung nicely? Yes. Were they top notch? Absolutely.
Okay, all right. White glove service.
Absolutely, yes. Best of the best of the best. But you know what? You're talking to a guy who has 2 types of laundry. It's dirty or it's clean. If it's dirty, you put it in. When it's clean, you put it on.
Now,
I don't do sorting.
well, that's a step above the college system. You got the dirty and you got the funky. The dirty you can wear again.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But
Yeah, I was just wow. So
yeah. So
here, zipper back up. I'm keeping that one. That one. I'm going to keep that one. I think that's going to be worth something someday.
really.
Yeah. I'll tell everybody. You remember back in the day, but it used to only cost $100 for jeans. Now it's $300.
Back in the day when it only cost $100 to
Okay,
get your
this thing is
jeans
said
washed.
this dude's arriving soon for an hour now.
That's a long time for him to be in your lobby.
Yeah.
We should
Well,
walk down and meet this guy.
Theoretically, his car is parked right outside my door.
His car is parked outside your door.
Wait, it says it's here. It says it's here.
Open up his door. There's a car there out in the hallway.
The heat has left the bag.
That is a cold bag you're holding right now.
This bag is beyond room temperature.
Oh, that's not good.
You know what? So what? Who cares?
It's still Taco Bell.
It's
You
still
got a
Taco
microwave in that room, don't you?
Well, I'm just curious how many sauces. That's all I care about now. I'll eat the rest when we're
Yeah.
done. We're just about done anyway. So I want to count to see how accurate the sauce count is. I asked for how much? Did I say 12?
Something like
I
that.
think it was 12.
Like 4 for each.
So let's see. 1, 2, 3. There are 4 tacos. We're good.
Oh, it was 3 each.
So here we go.
That's right, 3 each.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the same ones that helped you, Johnny. They gave me the buttload.
Oh no, you got to go run catch the guy and tell him to take those back. You didn't order those.
No, I want credit for the. Can I get credit for these, please? After that whole dry cleaning thing, you know.
Well, there's your tip for the dry cleaners.
It is.
Here, have some sauce packets.
Oh God. It's okay.
Was there a tip line on the bill for the cleaning?
No. Oh no. It was it gets picked up at the hotel and they deliver it back to the hotel, whoever these people were.
Oh, okay. So that's not a service that asks for tips.
No.
Or, yeah.
I hope not.
Not for those prices.
I mean,
anyways.
I think what that's designed for is for somebody who travels and like needs a, like a nice suit.
Yeah.
Or
That's
something
designed
like that.
for business people that just expense it and don't even look at the bill.
I'm gonna be in tonight.
Can you expense that?
Oh, I will. Now, I always do, but the thing is, I usually have, when I have that much wash done, wash, as we call it in the Midwest,
Wash.
it's normally only about $40. Like 30, and I'll give them a $10 tip. So yeah, the typical places you go to, that's about what they charge. Because like you said, they charge by the pound, most places.
I see. So yeah, this is the type of place that would do a suit nice and
probably they would do dry clean.
Professionally.
This place had dry clean. Yeah, I get it. I know. I now know.
This ain't your Mick Dry Cleaners.
I have to imagine it wouldn't
fancy
take much.
high end place.
It would not take much to get online and find a story from somebody who also had the same fate as myself that went. Wait, what?
How much could it be? I don't need to read the price list.
No,
They want how much?
but this is really strange. This you can do a Google search for laundry drop off and pickup, and there are places that will come get it, and but usually a laundromat. There's some nice ones around here listed, but they don't have people there. They don't have the service. Most of them do.
Huh.
So I don't know why, for whatever reason around here, they just none of the ones have it.
So this is just the only option you found without doing extensive research or
Yeah. And I didn't want to do it because
yeah.
lazy.
Well, do they have some coin operated machines in the hotel that you could just do it yourself?
They do have a single washer and a single dryer, one floor down.
For the entire building?
The one time I did do that, I went that option, yes. The one time I did that option, I actually had a room that backed up to that.
so you
Or I
can
can,
keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I can literally just do. But I mean, I'm not going to keep walking up and down stairs to go deal with this. No way. And it's
Yeah.
just a single. It's just a single one, and I just, it's just too much trouble.
Because I remember living in apartments that would share a number of machines. It was a pain in the ass to get an empty machine some days.
Yep.
Or
slam the door too hard.
Or you'd have to decide, how badly do you want to do your washing enough to touch someone else's unmentionables to move them onto a table.
I don't think you're supposed to do that, are you?
The table's there for a reason. People have moved my clothes out onto the table, so I'll move their clothes out to the table.
Okay.
And it gets a little awkward when you're moving people's damp clothes onto the table to free up a washing machine. But that happens too.
You never felt bad when I went ahead and threw it in the dryer and threw some money in there? Because that'd be worse than you find out you just shrunk something.
Plus I might only have enough quarters for my load this week. Oh man, I do not miss those days.
That's one thing about these laundromats that are around here. It seemed like they were all owned by probably one person, but they all had the boast of you could swipe your card. They had you could fill a card and swipe the card or whatever. So you didn't have to shove the coins in there. Or whatever.
Well, the worst was when I was in Oakland. Not only did I have that problem with the laundry room being in the back near the grumpy guy's window, but it was one washer dryer shared in a 4-unit building, which isn't the worst. Especially if you could get on another schedule where you're just doing it late at night, which kind of worked against me when I'm like closing this spring-loaded door is closing next to this guy's window at 11:30 at night, and he's not happy about that. But the problem is that the owner was not always diligent about emptying the machine, and those machines will get to a point where they're so filled with quarters that you can't jam any more quarters in them.
You can't put any more. Oh my!
And there was at least 2 or 3 times that I had to take all of my dirty clothes because I can't do it today. I got to wait for him to empty the machine. And so you're pulling out, older clothes you haven't worn in a while, hoping that maybe tomorrow the quarters will be empty to use the machine. And it got to the point, there were a few times I literally had to drive down the street to a laundromat to do laundry because the damn owner wouldn't empty the damn quarters out of the machine so he could start filling more quarters into this machine.
Now, isn't that funny that that the most important thing you would think of that whole conversation is get the money.
Yeah.
And that's their well, of course, when they're
I mean, quarter operated laundry machines is nothing compared to the rent checks that they're just getting in the mail every week, or however that was. Actually, no, I think that was paid. How did I pay? No, it was the second place that they actually had drop slots. The first place, I don't think I was mailing them checks.
There you go. There's the proof.
Oh, there's the proof. There it is.
Now, I had to put that on my door. I need to take that off. I put that on today because today was the clean the room day, and I was in my room working all day.
Ah, and you didn't want someone running a vacuum cleaner behind you while you're trying to work.
So I'll take that off tomorrow. But he's got a good camera, though. I mean, you can really zoom right in on that back.
Yeah. I think there might be an address on that label there, but
no, the address is up at the top, which there. That's all you get. That's it. That's it.
So, anyways, this past week was our company holiday party. So I Wednesday went and did that, which
it's a mandatory one, right?
Well, it's basically if you don't go, you have to put in for time off. So that's what it means by mandatory. You can't just skip it and work and get paid your day work. If you skip it, you're putting in for the time off.
Wait. This is called a what party now?
Well, we normally have our Christmas party after Christmas because it's cheaper to get a venue after Christmas. So this was our holiday party. But the important thing is that a group of us decided to after party with a little bar hopping.
You work, without saying what field you work in,
Uh-huh.
it's the most lucrative field of almost everything.
Some places don't have holiday parties.
I'm just saying, as profit goes, never mind.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
It's complicated.
I get
There's other departments that are not as lucrative as the main purpose of the business. But that's, anyway.
Sparky agrees with me. That's all I care about. Boy.
Anyways, yeah, so
I want to hear about the hors d'oeuvres and what were the drinks?
open bar.
Was there a party bunch bowl?
Oh, actually, it was interesting because usually the holiday party's at kind of a high-end type of place. And I'm not saying this place wasn't high-end, but it wasn't a restaurant. It was a putt-putt place.
That sounds kind of fun, actually.
Yeah, it's an indoor putt-putt, and they had an open bar. I ordered a few old-fashions, had a beer with the dinner.
During the day?
Afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was into the early evening.
Beer?
I had a beer with dinner and 3 old fashions over the course of the rest of the time there,
Okay.
socializing and playing putt-putt and all that. And then we had the after party, went to another bar, had a few beers there.
Did anybody lose their top?
Not that I observed. Damn. No. But so the second place we went to post the first place we went to after, so the second place we were at, people ended up kind of dropping off and leaving one by one until it was down to the core 3 bar hoppers in our group, which is me,
you,
my friend Jim, who we might get to talk to on my show tomorrow, and another guy who's it's important to the story. What's that?
You have a friend that this could be interesting. I think Dune needs to be around to ask that friend and inform him who has come to dinner. Anyway, go ahead.
Who's come to dinner? What? I don't know where you're getting at.
I don't want you to know. Go ahead. Keep moving. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Just as long as you keep all conversation with my friend to coffee, you'll be fine. But you're not going to want to venture off the coffee chat. Just.
I'm definitely venturing off the coffee chat.
Oh no, we don't want to make this guy angry.
Oh please.
You'll both be angry.
This is the face of a person who's ready, Johnny.
So's his.
Just saying. Just saying. Okay.
Anyways, so the third guy that's hanging out with us is another guy that works in the IT who's very smart, very intelligent, and he kind of immigrated from India, and so we go to the third bar.
Kinda. Okay.
I don't know what his full background is, but he speaks with a strong accent. But the point is that there's a group of people at the third bar that he thinks that they're all Indians, and he's like, oh, we should be friends with them, and kind of they probably want to get to know our culture and things like that, so we should introduce ourselves, we should talk to them. And Jim takes a look at them and goes, they're not Indian. and it was kind of dim lighting, but I'm pretty sure they weren't. So it was really funny that so at some point the two of them go over to talk to this group, and at some point the conversation is, are you Indian? Are you Indian? And none of them were. But our friend had a good time talking to them, and we ended up buying a few shots for them and having a good time hanging out with them. But it was a very funny. I took a picture of that moment, but I don't know if I want to start.
But not Indians, we know that.
They're not Indian. No, a few of them were Italian, and but which is not Indian.
Wait a minute, yeah.
But they all had a great time, and they all loved it. And he was what's funny is one of them comes over to me and Jim and is like, hey, your coworker here, he loves you. He's saying nothing but great things about you. Just want you to know that this guy loves you. And so we bought a few shots, and we had Long Island iced tea, did shots of tequila.
Wait, who loves who? What?
No, the guy, our Indian coworker that went to make friends with these non-Indians out of confusion.
What kind of bar was this, Johnny? You're talking.
This would be a dive bar.
You're talking dude love here, and I'm not sure where you're going with this.
It was a dive bar.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, they make a good Long Island iced tea.
There we go. It could be worse.
It was just really funny. This I got this picture that's just hilarious of him like over there trying to introduce the look on. But I don't want to start plastering pictures of my coworker up. But maybe I'll just send it to you.
I have to give him credit for being friendly, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, it was a very nice gesture. It was just, you know what? I'm going to send this picture to you, dude, so you can describe it. What my friend looks like trying to introduce himself to these this group of.
Is this going to Messenger?
Yeah, I'll send it on Messenger.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Hey, Mod Pro, you get to search for some peeps for us while I'm looking for the picture. Are you still here, Mod Pro? Are you still here? Okay, yeah. Find somebody. You don't have to. You can get ready to here shortly.
Let me see. There we go. Chats. El Dunarino. Send. It should. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, did that come through?
Let's take a look here. Okay, one guy from the back, maybe.
Now the guy in the middle with that looks very drunk on his face. That's my coworker.
That was I knew that right off the bat.
And the guy on the left is one of the guys that he thinks is, and the guy on the right is Jim, who's going to be on my show tomorrow, possibly.
The guy on the left I could see that. I could see that. And here's the thing: he even has the shoes. Those are the quintessential shoes.
Okay, maybe that's what threw him off.
I think it did. He has the right shoes. He had the right shoes.
He had the right shoes. but no. But anyways, that was a fun night. And
if you'd like to raid somebody, we will let you raid. I don't know if I actually see it. I can't tell. It just says Johnny, I'm raiding. That's all it says.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyways, tune in tomorrow for my show. Normal time, normal place, and we'll raid. And good night.
I don't know. Well, I don't think it's happened yet. I think it's going to.
Oh, do we got it? No, it's happening. It happened.
It did happen.
It did happen.
So we're gone.
Although we're still on the restream, so it's going to all the other sites still.
Oh, then you can say bye.
All right. Well, goodbye. Good night.
And here's a bald-headed guy.